either they get you like they did that game, or you can like play a game where you can interact, you play your dorks out, and you build out quick. I'll keep this. This seems like a decent hand. Volcanic Go is interesting. It's a really rare turn. It's probably a combo deck. Okay, I was going to say, Volcanic Go is like really, really weird. Because it means you're either keeping up Brainstorm or you're keeping up removal. Grixis Control is popular, but it's not the most popular variant of Grixis. You'll run into Grixis Delver more, which is why a reason it would be weird. Sneak and Show would do it, which would make it not weird, because they just keep up Brainstorm. But if it's like Grixis Delver, like Volk Go is a really weird turn. It's like nothing happens. I'm going to play Noble. I think Noble's the best play, as always. Turn 1 Noble, let's go. We could Dream Crush this guy. They are 2-2 right now. We've got a decent anti-combo hand. I mean, I can only utilize one of these dazes, but we've got Threat plus Disruption. That's the magical combination of cards you need against combo decks. It could also not be a combo deck, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I think this could easily be something like Grixis Control. They even went for the phase bait out by playing the Ponder in the second main phase. Yeah. Looks like the opponent's going to go for like some kind of second main phase Lightning Bolt would be my guess. After the opponent F6'd, maybe. It's a thing people do on Moto. Like I said, I do it myself. Because like phasing is like very much so something that could come up in a match. We can play Sylvan next turn, but I don't have Daze backup. I actually don't think you can keep this. Because Wasteland doesn't make colored mana, and that's 2 turns of no colored mana. Besides, like, if they kill Noble, you're screwed. Did you put in the invocation? Oh, fuck, you're right. I didn't do that. I did forget to do that. Because I haven't touched this list since Monday. Oh, no, that's not true. I did actually edit the list today. I put in the Dismember, which I think was just a better card to have. Because you can cast it off any land. And there's basic plains, or excuse me, basic forest, basic island. And I like being able to cast removal spells off my basics. It's really good against decks like Delver, where they're running Wasteland. You can be like Wasteland proof. Because like traditionally, Island and Forest are really bad at removing things, so I just love having that play, being able to play around Wasteland, kill Gurmag Angler, kill Delver of Secrets. It's good against D&T sometimes. It's very mana efficient while being able to kill bigger things than Fatal Push, which is a thing that Black struggles with, killing mid-range sized creatures that are like over 4, let's say, or like have like Gurmag Angler power toughness. Did you hear about the phasing change? I didn't, but I saw that new phasing card, though. So my first guess of Grixis Control, I think, is correct. It could be Grixis Delver. I just think the first turn looked weird, but you know, life is life. They could just be trying to get you in the Get-Your-Roni. Still don't know what this is. All those decks run this. Grixis Control. Actually, though, Grixis Control to... So basically, they don't normally run Wasteland because they're trying to build up mana so that they can play Jace the Mind Sculptor or have a bunch of cantrips to go off with a Pyromancer. Yeah, I see you agree with the Grixis Control thing. When I played Grixis Control, I played 18 lands, no Wasteland, 4 basics, and I must have ran 2 Volcanic Island, 3 Underground Sea, and 4 basics for 9 fetchable lands and 9 fetch lands. 4 Tarn, 4 Delta, and a Bloodstained Mire as the 9 fetch lands. I just found Wasteland was too... It just fucked up your mana more than it helped you. Like, if you're running Deathrite, it makes a ton of sense. If you're not running Deathrite Shaman, I actually don't think it's worth it. Oh, tokens can phase in and out? What? That doesn't make any sense to me, because they're tokens. That's so weird. Well, I still can't play Magic. I guess we can play Death Right. It's actually not a bad play. Mana Dorks are good, man. We wouldn't even be playing this game if we could. There's the removal from existence caused by Teferi. I really saw that new card. That new Teferi is the shit, dude. Second Wasteland? Ugh. I can just remove Pyromancer. I think I force this solely because you don't want them to be able to Force of Will with Pyromancer in play. The game will almost essentially end. Well, maybe not. I just don't think you want your opponent to be able to interact with your stuff. He'll take push. That's true. He could also get tokens and use Cabal Therapy to take things. But I just don't think that you want to start fighting over a Pyromancer. I don't know why they took Jace. I think Fatal Push is like a 7 times better play. Because I can't even play Jace. I would need 2 turns of perfect draws to play Jace. Whereas Fatal Push, I can play it off one of my cards that are in play right now. We're actually at parity right now, which is kind of strange. Why not pitch the additional days? I did, though. I had 2 days. I definitely forced pitch into days. And obviously you don't want to run your land into Wasteland, so there's almost no point in... Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it, homie. We all make mistakes here on Magic Online. Me especially. Well, this is True Name playing around days. I guess that's a reason to do that. Do you play basics? I play 2 basic lands. I do. Because this deck actually does need basic lands. Oddly, like even with Mana Dorks, like basics are kind of good. So you can play your dorks through stuff like Blood Moon. I guess we don't fetch and we eat the Pyromancer. I don't know what my opponent's on. I don't think they're... This must be Delver, because... They just played such a weird Delver game. Like, this is just not a very Delver-y hand that they had. Basic or non-basic? This fly is gonna, like, be the end of me, man. Can somebody come here and, like, get this fly out of here? I think you have to get Basic Island. I've thought about it for a while now. I think this is just the smartest play. Like, if this ended up being Grixis Control, I would be really surprised. Yeah, they normally have, like, 2 Gurmags, or, like, 1 Gurmag, 2 True Name, or, like, 2 Gurmag, 2 True Name, or, like, 2 Gur... Like, they just changed the numbers around on them, but, like, it definitely runs both. Like, usually both, I should say. Choose a player, you. Choosing you, fam. We're in it. We have a faster clock than the opponent does. This game was only made possible because of the Mana Dorks. Everything else got stripped out of my hand. We weren't really able to do much else. But thanks to the Dorks, man, I got to play True Name Nemesis. And I doubt this can get removed by a Delver deck. And we're ahead because they just have more damage. Like, unless they find, like, a Gurmag Angler or something, dude, we should be in a good spot. Do you think Nick Fit... Yeah, I think Nick Fit could fit in the current meta. Just because I think the format's kind of slow. Like, if you're not playing its combo decks, that is, because the combo decks are very fast right now. But, otherwise, I think you could totally play Nick Fit. See what I mean about the Jace that I mentioned, like, way earlier? But then again, if I drew a land, I could play Jace here. But they could have just taken Jace now. Does that? Something, detention sphere, return the tokens on the battlefield. I think it's just phasing. I don't think they can actually change detention sphere because of that. So we have a faster clock than the opponent, which is nice because not only does Noble Hierarch have Exalted, but I also have Deathrite Shaman. Doesn't affect other token interactions. I think that just makes the most sense, truth be told. No need to, like, mess too much stuff up, you know? I mean, it is a big rules change, but it just doesn't come off as a big change because no one uses phasing. Like, when's the last time you played a phasing deck? Is there another creature in the graveyard? Is that it? I think we have to actually fetch out an Underground Sea to eat for 2. They drew all 3 Cabal therapies this game. If this is Grixis Delver. And it is. Yep. And it is Grixis Delver. Well, this is immediately just going to get wastelanded. If I get in for 2, I get in for 4. 10, 6, 12, 3. I think the math actually does check out in the end. I'm paying 1 damage to deal 2 damage. Obviously, my opponent snap Wastelands here. Well, that's really good. Am I going to win this game? It's possible. I really hope I do. That draw was so huge. If this is Bolt, that's going to be bad. Another Brainstorm? They drew 4 Brainstorms this game. Like, what the fuck, dude? Stop drawing Brainstorm, man. Alright, they found a land. That's actually really good for us. I'm not sure what this could be. Because they can't play Jace the Mind Sculptor. Bolt doesn't do it anymore. Now that I have found the black source. Wow, I won that game. That's what's up, dude.